So during Season 8, people wanted Fervor back. Now that they changed Conqueror into Fervor effectively, why are people complaining? Because Fervor Battle had I think it was 7 or 8% armor pen rune next to it. So it wasn't just 64 damage, it was 64 damage and 7% armor pen. You also had 30% armor pen with Black Cleaver. Now, they're giving you not 64 damage, but only 30 damage with 15% post-mitigation healing, and pretending like, we've done it, everyone, we've saved Bruisers forever. But it's also adaptive, so it's blatantly better on mages. And also, this is the best part, unlike in the past, when abilities only gave you 1 stack, mages now get 2 stacks per ability, even from range. Good fucking luck. Yeah, guys, it's adaptive. It's blatantly better on mages. It's 30 damage or 50 ability power. But by the time you get to level 18, you'll have a death cap, so it's 30 damage or 70 ability power. And also, the healing is post-mitigation. So mages who get mitigated less will now heal for more than they do right now. Whereas bruisers who are punching through 300-400 armor will basically not heal. I thought it was 1 stack for range but 2 for melee. It's 2 on melee auto attacks, 1 on ranged auto attacks, 2 for all abilities. Oh boy, would you look at that, Twitch chat? I'm fighting a mage top. Me, a bruiser, fighting a mage top? No way. Do I go second wind or I do conditioning? I think we just try to go conditioning. It's not like I'm able to play the game. Twitch chat, I played Darius 3 times now. This is what's happened 3 times when playing Darius. 3 times I have tried to play Darius, and 3 times I've instantly fought a mage top. You can't play Darius anymore. He's a dead pick. You can't first pick Darius, you can't first pick any bruiser. If you first pick any bruiser, you're gonna be counterpicked. Bruisers are a dead class, basically. Is there any way I can get like slow resist or something? There's no like slow resist item. You know, that's what they should really do. They should release the new Atmas, buff it up with like 20% slow resist, and go from there. I think that's what they should honestly do. It should be like 35 armor, 35 MR, 20% slow resist, blah, blah, blah. You get up to 2.5% of your health and damage over X. You wouldn't be able to rush it because it has no cooldown reduction. It has no health. Maybe you could second item it. That's his rank 1 route. Just so everyone's aware, that is how much that slows at rank 1. Yeah, I think teleport was the right call. Remember, Twitch chat, bruisers also need to get butt blasted by tanks. They're too good. Bruisers need to lose lane to mages, tanks, supports, 80 carries, assassins. Does it only need to kill 1 minion to get the full route duration? What the fuck? Wait, it only needs to hit 1 minion? Wait, I thought it needed to hit 2. So, trying to hide behind the minion wave actually kills me. But if I go out in the open, he just auto-attacks me. So, I actually can't do anything? Ash, why are you always bitching every time I come in here? Well, I'm enjoying this very awesome bruiser meta, where bruisers lose to everything. Don't know why I would complain about that. I mean, everyone knows top lane is the mage lane. So I'm trying to play a bruiser into the wrong lane, of course. I should play them into 2009, because that's the only time they're relevant. The problem is, even though I killed her, it doesn't really matter, because Darius needs to be ahead to be relevant. He can't really play from behind. So the mere fact that I can't get ahead just kind of makes me a useless turd. But see, this is the problem with bruisers. You start losing, you have to outplay your opponent just to get in the game. It's like, so when do bruisers get to play? I knew I could kill her if I ult into Q, and I would never be able to hit her with an auto attack because she was too far away from me, but I knew ult and Q would get the kill. Would you ever consider Titanic on Darius? Absolutely fucking not. Ride seems to think Titanic Hydra is like some crazy top tier item when it's actually one of the weakest items in the game, and is really only built because Ride has generally absolutely forced it to be built. You basically only build it on like Jax and Aurelia. Yeah, they nerfed it because like Fiora was abusing it, and they were like, Fiora abuses it, therefore it must be weak on everyone. Fiora did build Titanic back when it gave 50 damage, and Riot was like, we must nerf it. It's too good. and it just kind of became a dead item after that. They buffed it up to 40 damage since then, but like, it's still just bad. Little known fact, Darius's armor pen applies to turrets, and because the primary defensive mechanism of turrets is the armor, Darius actually is one of the best champions to snowball and take turret plates with. If you ever wondered, like, how come Darius can snowball so quickly and easily? Like, he can just chew through turret armor, which allows him to get 5 plates, which allows him to generate hella gold, which, as you might imagine, allows him to snowball. See, this is where it gets funny, because even though I'm very fed, okay, if this guy wasn't a fucking moron, I could, in a normal world, even if I was this fed, I would still not be able to hurt Nico. But this guy, yeah. Nico's very much making it hard to make my point. Even if I was this fed, I would still be unable to hurt Nico, which is a huge problem for Bruisers. Like, even if I can get this fed and not hurt a champion, what's the fucking point of even getting me fed? Like, why would my team give a shit about my lane? I think Titanic's cooldown should be reduced to 10, and I think the damage on hit should be like 2%. Especially with the removal of SphereStalker, I feel like Bruisers are gonna need something. And if they don't want to give us Atmas, then give us Titanic. Or alternatively, give Titanic like a big reason to actually complete it, you know? Like, how about something big? How about slow resist? How about the 1% health is in true damage, you know? Yeah, I kind of thought I was just going to instantly murder that Lux, and I did not, which is a little bit disappointing.
#dab.
Torn to pieces.
A little bit stalled on that one, Darius. Were you like thinking of a line for a while? Were you like really putting thought into it or something? He's like, quick, think of a one-liner. Torn to pieces. Yeah, nailed it. God damn it. My auto attack canceled on the Thresh, or I probably would have tripled there. That sucked. And I blew my flash for that. God damn it. Really? Problem is, no one can even come close to me. Like physically, no one can walk next to me. So their team can't really stop me from doing anything. Are you dead anyway? Okay. Well, okay then. Honestly though, it's like almost disturbing to me when I play non-Aatrox champions, and I notice just how much fucking damage you do when you're not playing Aatrox. I swear to God, Aatrox is like the lowest damage motherfucker in the game. What was that about Bruisers not being relevant? They aren't. They suck. They're the weakest class in the game. Straight up. Bruisers are right now the weakest class in the game. But considering you keep spamming about it and you want to like really jerk yourself off that Bruisers are like the top tieriest best class ever, I guess you can go do that in another chat now. Tanks are better than Bruisers? Yeah, I think so. I think tanks are harder to first pick because you just get countered by like Vayne and shit every time. Like, if they had never given 60% healing debuffs out, I would probably play pretty much only Mundo. I think Mundo is like probably one of the best top laners in the game. It's just, you can't play him ever. If you could play him, he'd be great, but you can't. He's so good, but you can't play him. I remember one time I was playing Mundo against Lucian top. Jungler came, killed him. Jungler came, killed him again. Jungler came, killed him a third time. I'm up like 1,000 golden items. He still beat me 1v1. Couldn't touch him until like 20 minutes when I'd gotten 2 items. It was really sad. But he's so good. He just can't be played. Mundo's anti-AP does not make it situational, which is great until you realize that Mundo loses to most mages as well. What do you do when you play Mundo into Vladimir? He scales to late game, game over. Rise, scales to late game, game over. Akali stomps you all lane, can't touch her in team fights. She runs past you, kills your backline. You know, it's like, okay, great. I could play him into Bruisers, But even then, it's like, why would I want to play Mundo instead of playing, for example, fuck it, Ornn? I play Aatrox if he's so weak. I really think he's fun, but like, he's just so weak. Like, seriously, compare that game, compare the Darius game to the Aatrox game. Darius is less mobile. On the other hand, Darius does like 2 times the damage, and I don't actually think 2 times the damage is an exaggeration. He deals like 2 times the damage, and he's tankier. So the little bit of a mobility I get, is that worth it? I don't know.